What up? What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? Ooh, fix this, man. I'm over here tripping. Boy, woo, woo, woo. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back on this beautiful Tuesday evening. All right. Here we are, Sips and Snips, revamped. All right. Coming to you live and direct from the Fragrance Dungeon. All right. What up, my guy, Kroon? What's
What
good?
up, though? What up, though? Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Man, boy, I tell you what. I was complaining about Florida traffic this past weekend. Boy, when Dallas traffic is bad, it is bad, boy. I tell you, this is annoyingly bad. But all that being said, let me go ahead and look on the upside. We are here once again to have another community conversation, as you all know them to be. All right. We have got our guy, Michael Paul, the up and coming. Well, I say up and coming, but many of you already know who he is. Many of you know the brand that he represents, the family brand, the Christian brand. You already know.
Auto.
Yeah. Yeah. Before we get into the house, we're going to be talking about some favorites. We're going to talk about some of the new ones as well. And we're going to get into it, man. Here to talk about day three. Day three, day three. All right. But for now, let's spend a couple of minutes, man. We'll go ahead and scroll up here before we have our guy on because we're not going to be on here long. We're going to try and get it over with because we really want to dive into some of his new masterpieces from what I've been told. All right. Now, me personally, hey, I bought quite a bit from him. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely got some of my money. I need to talk to him and his wife about being an investor, maybe earning or buying shares because I've definitely bought enough fragrances to have some. But yeah, man, we're going to be talking to him about it. But first and foremost, let's go to the chat. And before we do that, crew, man, anything to say to the people?
Nothing. Good evening. Be happy to be with y'all this evening, chop it up with y'all. But I would do want to know what's your sin of the day.
I tell you what, please, my friend, tell them yours first.
I went with my tobacco Aruba from Ormond Jeezy today. Got some
Ruben.
fruits in there with that tobacco note from the my tobacco DNA. Definitely hits in the hot weather.
Nice, nice. Any body oils?
No, 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 just regular lotion, just regular
Just good
little
old
suit up.
lotion. All
I
right.
got to reload though. I got to reload on the oils. I did. They be laying smooth though in the hot weather. They don't be too heavy. So I ain't like you and Dedrick with the body oil brothers, but I'm sitting out on the fence. I rock with the oils.
Hey, B.O.B., baby. We all we got. We all we got. Well, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. You already know I had a little body oil, fragrance, and beard oil combination. All right. Today I went ahead and went with House Urban. I went with F Boy, also known as Duck Boy. All right. And it contains notes of Italian driftwood and yuzu cypress. All right.
Oh,
Then I went ahead and went with Betty Says Pop Champagne, just because I like the sweetness, a little fruitiness in there, and the effervescence, a little bubbliness on there as well.
okay.
And for the perfume of the day, your boy had to go with Ex Nihilo Speed Legends. All
That
right.
was dramatic. That's a banger though. That's probably my favorite one, if not my favorite pickup this year.
Yeah, man. This thing wears so clean. It's definitely not fruity, but it is clean. Kind of sharp, but it has an effervescence to it as well. A little bubbly, a little spirited, you know. But yeah, man. I
It's
mean,
smooth, man.
oh, very, and it's strong too. Well, I was in that warehouse and it was pause pumping off of me, man.
And you get
Pumping
some walks throughout the day too, especially for a freshie.
most definitely. And the way it blended in with that yuzu cypress and driftwood, oh, it was ridiculous, man. Let me go over here before I get to the YouTube chat, which I'm going to do shortly. Let me go ahead and say what's up to all of our people over there in Instagram. What up, Desus, Mitra? All right, Smell
Uh,
Goodman, X Fragrance, Alicia, what's good? Jihan and baby girl. All right, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Thank y'all for joining us. All right. And now to YouTube. Already, we got first one in the chat is Rockboy T says
Rock boy.
Jim's Cruise Mike said of the day is Sangria. All right, that's that Tazo special. You know that was one of the ones that he was making in this past summer. Boy fell in love with it, man. Will the Thrill, what's good, baby? Already,
My
Habibi,
guy.
yes sir. Said of the day is Decision by Amwaj. Heard a lot about that one. Have not smelt it, but I need to get my nose on it for sure. I got Aroma. Scent of the day is Planet X by Nishin. All right.
Oh,
All right.
that sounds a little wild there.
Yeah.
Planet X.
Yes, sir. We got Michael popping up in the chat. Talking about he can't wait. We can't either.
I
Bear Whooping.
like it.
We see you in the background, man. We see you over there cooling out. We got you. Give us a minute. We coming. Already. Mr. Clark, what's good, man? Scent of the day is Eldo. I am trash. Itat Libre de Orange. All right. I am trash. That's an apple, soft, sweet, clean rose. Yeah, I got a bottle of it, man. Beautiful fragrance, put together well, aromatic as heck. Man, love it. Yes, sir. All right, let me go ahead and scroll down. We got showing love out there, showing love to Habib, saying we're going to talk about the brand new release today. Yes, we are. All right. Aroma saying he hopes to be out there in Arizona. Check out the boutique. Me too. My cousin stays out there. I've been telling him that I was going to come out there, but we're going to have to make it happen. I'm going to have to catch me a flight, man. Since your boy is traveling gyms all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying?
Traveling gyms. Now you want shares in day three. Shares gyms.
You know what I'm
And
saying? Hey, stock owner gyms,
stock gyms, hidden stocks. Man,
You already know, man. What up, Tay? Hey, what's up, fellas? Have a good stream. Got to get to replay. Yeah, that boy be waking up early for the truck deliveries. Man.
go get that
Uh,
bread.
oh, yeah. My boy Esteban said he finished his sample of Philosophia last week. Man, you need to re up on that one.
That one is nice.
Will said it's his favorite. It is my top three as well.
Will
Definitely.
send me a sample of that a while back. My
Oh, yeah.
guy.
It's good, man. It's good. We got Jason with the regular hate. Okay.
Oh, he sent emojis of his head.
Hmm. Tomato head. Yeah, pretty much. But let's go ahead and scroll down real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get to something noteworthy. Outside of our ex co-host. All right. Got a lot of people talking to each other. We got Ray in the building. What's going on, Ray? Good to have you in here. Dakota, what's good, man? Scent of the night is Saint Incorporated by Mine. Okay, all right, all right. I got to show a little hate from the ex. You know what I'm saying? Crew looking like Teddy Pendergrass with them shades. Jesus.
Teddy had that work back in the day now until he started doing a little foul play, but Teddy had good work.
You are.
Teddy was a heartthrob back in the day, so I
Yeah,
take it.
you did. Already. Our guy Jeremy, what's up? House of Colossus, day three in the building. Yes, sir, man. Hey, and as we continue to talk to Mike and whatnot, y'all make sure y'all put in some questions and whatnot. Anything that you have questions about, I'll go ahead and scroll through the chat and see and try my best to answer them, man, for sure. Because that's what we're here for, man. We're here to entertain first, all right, but to also inform the community. Jewels. What's good? What's good, Jewel? Thank you for coming out. All right, let me go ahead and scroll to the bottom here. I apologize for anybody I missed. Raph, what's up? Alicia, what's up? I don't know if I got to you, but Raph was good already from both accounts. Jesus, what's going on, man? You didn't get your notification? I'm sorry to hear that. It's been a while since we've been on here, so we're trying to make it consistent. So we'll see what happens. All right, Kicks in the building. Sin of the night is day three. Escandalo. Hey, Mike, we're gonna have to talk about that. We're gonna have to work on some of these pronunciations with people of the community, reviewers of the community, because many of them never took a Spanish class, so they really don't understand where to put the accents. You know what I'm saying? How to pronounce things. So we're gonna do a little quick tutorials on that. All right,
Hold
definitely.
on now, hold on now. It's a judgment free zone now. Hold on, don't do that to my chat now.
Hey,
Everybody,
hey, 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 don't call me a liar. We all judge, baby. The only problem is when you act upon that judgment. But don't act like you don't be looking at people and thinking something automatically in your head.
okay, wisdom gems.
You see it? But hey, we have actually come to the bottom of the chat, and I'm going to go ahead and bring our special guest up. As you know, we already gave our sense. So, with that being said, you already know we're not sipping today. Okay, I'm not. I just left Hula Hands. I had me a Long Island peach iced tea. I'm feeling good, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm feeling good. So let's go ahead and bring our guy, your guy, everybody's favorite perfumer at this point. We're gonna go ahead and bring up Michael Paul. What's good, Mike? What's going on,
What's
man?
happening? Hey, I got the text that said everyone was wearing their shades. I don't
See
know
my
what
guy. See,
happened
he
to
knows
yours.
something.
Where's yours at? You forgot.
I left him in the car, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Hey, everybody.
That's all right. That's all right. Y'all can be the two cool cats on the block now. You know what I'm saying? I'll let y'all have it. Y'all get your shine. You know what I mean?
I like it. I like it. Hey, thank you so much for the invite, man. It's been a long time, and I just appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Of course, man. Of course, Mike. Hey, you know we couldn't have you release too many new fragrances and not bring you up. You know, we were trying to coordinate with you when you released that Trace Autos. You know what I'm saying? For those who are listening, listen to the pronunciation, Trace Autos. All right.
Tres Oros. Yes.
Trace Autos. All right.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. Hey, and we're now that you've already released Royal Reflection and now a new one that we will touch on in a few minutes. Yeah. Yeah, it was only right to get you back up here, especially since I own a good amount of your stock at this point. So
Hey man, you ain't got to keep begging and try to get a couple shares from Mike.
hey,
He
hey,
already do
hey,
first two
I love
tabs.
it. I love it. I love it.
soon as it goes public, baby.
Little
But
couple
yes.
shares.
But what's going on, Erica, man? Glad you came out. Oh, to Erica in the building, y'all. All right. Well, Mike, man, look, always a pleasure having you up. You know you are part of the Sips and Sniffs family. You know what I'm saying? And it's always a blessing to get you on here. But today we are up here mainly to talk about your last three releases, really. All right. I didn't see too many people doing interviews or really giving you a chance to explain Trace Autos to the people, unless, of course, they had time to watch your Instagram posts and whatnot. So we're going to definitely talk about that. But my guy Kroom recently was blessed with the Discovery set and some of the new fragrances.
Great.
And yeah, first off, we wanted to go ahead and see what he felt, what he thought about it, man. I told him to go ahead and think of the top three or five of the originals.
Oh, it got some heaters in there. It only took you 33 years, James, but I'm gonna forgive you.
Well, it was
So
too short of 35, so I'm still doing good.
Now you know my name. You got to walk me through now. Now, I'm one of the people you talking about with the names in the beginning. That's why I stuck up for him. But I did get a, sample pack. I opened crack. I don't want him to spill out though. My man Jim hooked me up, and a couple buddies did send me a few last month. Will sent me one, and Jay X-Ray sent me like two samples of them. So I was able to smell like two, but I did sample the rest of them. Man, there's some heat in there. Ooh, fire.
Thank you. Thank you.
They want me to rank. I don't want to do that. It's five now. My personal three favorites.
Yes.
Just Downtown Deja Vu. That caught me off the jump. It's just like I kind of watched your last interview when you came up when you was explaining the thought process behind it, and it does kind of give me that feel like when I was a little kid in the mall, like when the mall still was like a big thing. That aura, like you see everybody walking around with their family, it just smelled amazing. Like that's gonna soon as I get done with this house, I'm getting a bottle of that. Like that's probably gonna be my first bottle.
All
Uh,
right.
Nice.
All right.
and sprayed the one earlier. Say less is really good. That caught me. I don't know which collection that's from. That the older, new one.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically all the same collection at this
Oh,
point. I
because he.
think,
Uh,
yeah, well, I mean, eventually we're going to have to divide them because the discovery set keeps getting bigger and bigger, right? So we have to
yes.
divide them probably into like the core collection and maybe like the Dominican culture collection. But
Yes.
no, Say Less is, I think it's a sleeper. Like a lot of people don't talk about it because it came out early, before day three started catching a lot of hype, and it kind of flies under the radar now. But yeah, it's a beautiful perfume.
Yeah, it's like how we kind of talking about like Speed Legends, not the same scent, but kind of do the same thing. Like I can just grab that and roll. It just smelled
Mm,
so clean and refreshing, but had a little oomph to it. Like I can only imagine the person walking behind me would be like, "Man, that smell really good."
And
for sure.
I would have bought a bottle of Say Less, to be honest with you. I think it was Say Less and Whispers. I think it was Silent Whispers or whatnot.
Midnight Whisper.
Midnight
Midnight
Whispers.
Whisper, yeah.
Yeah, but Midnight Whispers is discontinued at this time,
Hmm.
correct? And
Correct.
the only thing about it was because I'm still trying to walk and get used to using heavy violet, heavy iris, and stuff like that. And so it's not that it's a heavy; it's just more than I am able to handle
Hmm.
for a period of time. And they are definitely good fragrances. It's just unfortunately, those were the two that I had to leave out thus far. Thus far, all right.
See, I'm a fan of Iris, so that's probably why I enjoy it. Like it's real, it's real enjoyable for me. Like I sprayed it earlier. Like each time I would try one, I always go majority on skin. I really try not to do paper, so I do one
Hmm.
arm one, and that say less. So jumped off. I had to revisit, make sure I was looking at the right sample. That was real good, real nice. Like the say less is right behind that deja vu for me.
Nice.
Exactly.
Very cool.
So what was your third? So you
I
got
got a tie for the third one.
okay.
The
All right.
how you finna feel? Hold on now.
Philosophia.
Yep.
Philosophia. That's okay.
Philosophia and Bonnie was my tie. Will sent me Philosophia last month, so I was a little cheating, but I really enjoyed that one. Then I got a chance to revisit it. And Bonnie, just that is one of the most natural mangoes I smell. It's real smooth. It don't give me that like shampoo vibe mango or just like the artificial fruity mango. Like it's
Mm,
real smooth. Like it got a natural feel to the mango. And the wearing experience was smooth on it for a so-called fruity fragrance. So I enjoyed Bonnie and the Philosophia. That was a tie for third for me.
Okay.
nice.
Okay. Well, I've already documented online my preference, but I'll go with my top five, man. You already know, Mike. First one on there was a summer banger for me. It was my should have been my first purchase, but unfortunately it was my second because I felt pressured by, Fragcom to go ahead and purchase the Downtown Deja Vu. It's up there, but it's not my number one. All right. My number one has to be Del Mar. I love
Yeah.
That was
salty
nice.
sea vibe, still a blue, but it's almost like a green blue. Um, it reminds me of a more aromatic, airy kind of Brioni EDP intense. In a sense, because it has a salty vibe to it. But I mean that air vibe that it gets, kind of like um, tropical vibe in the air. It's just really good, and it has to be one of my favorite summertime scents. All right, so I have to go with that. After that, I won't lie to you. Escandalo is up there as well. I'm not going to put them in order, but it's up there as well for my summer's fragrance, mainly because it's one of the first greens I really enjoyed. All right.
Mm.
And a lot of some people might say I don't really get much green from it, but for me, I get green off of my skin more so because I get a herbal vibe to it.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate it a little more, and I like it because it was one of the first ones that I got used to. All right. Now, when I start talking about my top three, I'm in order, but y'all know I'm a spicy, dark type of dude. All right. Quote Drake. All right. No, I'm not going to quote Drake. That's always bad. Anyway, though, um, I gotta go. I gotta go. Number one. I'm gonna put this at number one. Philosophia, bro. That right there, that chocolate tobacco vibe. I mean, it was my cigar lounge vibe of the year. Still is. I don't see anything up there. I see some things close to it, but not really. Especially since I like these Tajitas. I believe Tajita cigars. They're chocolate cigars. I love,
Okay.
and it gives me that same vibe. They go well together when lit. Philosophia has me on
That
second.
Philosophia bangs, man.
Yeah. Second, I gotta go with Alan. All right.
Mm.
It is beautiful.
Mm.
Soft oud rose, vanilla, a little woodiness in the vanilla. It's not your natural vanilla, almost like a dry vanilla. You know what I'm saying? And just beautiful off skin. You wouldn't think that it would punch or that it would waft off your skin as much as it does, but it does. And I love that one. And the last one, but definitely not the least, I'm gonna have to say Royal Reflection. All right. I'm
Okay.
gonna have to say Royal Reflection. I'm a Rose lover. All right,
Hmm.
indeed. I think on paper I put it on there. I really didn't. I think it said passion fruit or some type of fruit vibe, but I
Hmm.
really put it on paper. It's very light, but on skin it came out a little more. It was
Mm.
just a little sweeter. It was underlying though, but I love the blend of the realistic rose, of fresh rose and whatnot. So I have to go Royal Reflection. And that was my recent purchase. Definitely have to pick that up. So they're my top five right now, as of now. I know typically I would throw Ambar Dominicana in,
Yeah.
and it typically would be. It probably will adjust as it gets a little cooler. And of course, even though I don't have a bottle yet, that La Tacita de Cafe,
Mm.
my decan is gone. My decan is gone, and I have been kicking myself, slapping myself in the back of the head for not getting that one. Of all the rest of them, I have not gotten that Dominican coffee, and I feel foolish a little bit.
That was our big award winner was La Tacita de Cafe.
Oh, and it
Yeah.
hurts. It hurts that I have to say I didn't buy that one yet. Yet. All right. So there we go, y'all. So as far as my top five, Chrome's top five. Now, Mike, we're gonna go ahead and get into let I wanna do this right now since you've been developing the new ones and everything.
Yeah.
Have any of them taken over your top three? And if so, what are your top three from your own house right now?
Yeah, so Desert Rain and Tres Oros are both in my top three right now. Um, I think part of it's probably some recency bias because they're the new ones. So it's like I don't know. There's something about both of them that just they feel so good. Like the wear is so natural. Like I just feel like I can grab them at any time. I'm gonna go out and just get a bunch of compliments and
True.
I love that. Like the compliments. I know a lot of people say like, well, I don't wear perfume for the compliments, and
They be lying.
I get it, but
Be lying.
compliments feel good. Getting noticed. It's Tres Oros especially because it's such a strong projection, and it's so sweet. But it's a different kind of sweet. It's honey and it's cinnamon and it's
Mm.
maduros and it's pineapple. It's not like your typical like cupcake brown sugar, caramel. It's a little bit different. So it's a gourmand, but we always tell people that's our Dominican gourmand.
I need to try that. Jim sure didn't send me that one.
Yes, I did. I sent you a
No,
decant of it.
no, you didn't. It ain't
Uh-oh,
in
you're in
here.
trouble now.
Check again, Chrome.
My eye messed up, but it still worked. Look, I got the whole set in front of it.
I gotta send it to him. Because
Call the man your friend, Michael. Call the man your friend.
uh, all right, no need to call me out like that. All right, I know I'm late, but god dang. All right. Well, either way, I wore out my decant because you sent me one. You sent me another Tres Oros when I bought the actual bottle, Mike. And man, I've only worn it twice. That's the thing. I've only worn the decant twice, and I sprayed it about 8 times. It's strong, stronger than
Yeah.
I. You know what I'm saying? It definitely it kicked my butt at one point. You know, but because I love the sweetness and it has a gourmandish feel to it. You know, mainly from I keep wanting to say banana, but it's not banana.
Plantains, sweet plantains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
I
know,
mean,
it's I
it
don't know
looks like a
why.
banana.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah, and but it's really good. It's really good on my skin. It definitely and it lays heavy. Like the scent has some density to it.
yeah.
Although it got a good wearing over here in the heat, in Texas, but man, when it cools down, I can only imagine. I can only imagine what it's going to do. And only reason why I didn't have it in the top five is because I really haven't gotten to wear it much. These other ones
That's fair.
I've literally worn them. Well, I've had them for like a year and a half, and so I've been wearing the heck out of them. I don't
Mhm.
have to show you today, and I'll show them on my reviews. But yeah, man. So that's the main reason why I put those up there. All right, but man,
Hey man, I owe you an apology. You put it in the separate little baggie.
Hey,
It
let's go.
wasn't in the
Let's try
box.
it.
It was in that small Ziploc bag. I owe
Right
you
on
an
the skin. Let's
apology.
go.
Oh,
okay, all right. All right,
so we live now.
go ahead and put it
Oh,
on.
he gave you a
'Cause
nice decant too. Like
He
Yeah,
it's
did.
not
and
just
I
a
sent
standard.
him
That's
the
pretty
Ooh,
royal.
good.
I
wow.
sent you that royal reflection too, right?
I wore it to the when I picked up my order. You told me name three. I just tied for three. Then you went to five.
I might
There it
Oh,
is. Look at that.
myself. I wasn't gonna open the box until I
hold on.
really use that decant.
What they say down south? Hey man, say man,
Hey man, say man.
it's
Yeah.
five. This don't even give me heavy gourmand. This I could do something with this.
What up,
Ooh,
Kev? What up, D4G? What up, Mo? Let me go ahead and get to the chat, man. We got Dakota in here real quick while folks taking calls.
it's nice. This nice right here.
Thank you.
Dakota asking,
I'm getting like honey and pineapple with some little umph on it though. Like it's creamy, but not like lactonic creamy.
right,
Yes.
but it's
Yes.
heavy enough, right? It's heavy enough that it'll cut through some cold.
It's like kind of like one of them like cream drinks, but not over. Like they got the fruit in it or something. Like what they be one of the puree drinks or something. That I forgot the name.
It
I can
kind of
smell it
reminds
'cause
me like a boba, like a Trace Odo boba, like a boba tea.
But why I can appreciate this because one of my best friends Dominican, so I can see like going to one of they parties or something, and somebody can rock with this, like the energy, the
Yes.
music.
Yes.
It's nice right here. I don't
Let
know
me ask
now.
this. Hold on one second, crew. Hold on one second. Let me see. Dakota wants to know, Mike, can we get a downtown deja vu body oil?
Maybe sometime in the future. We did a body oil with Bunny, but
Uh-huh.
we make everything by hand here still. This is still 100% artisan house. We don't have anything made for us. And the process of making a good quality body oil is like a little bit more intense than some people realize. And so we did a run of Bunny and then we sold out. And I think we're sold out for the year now. And we might come back next year if if we get some more help, maybe hire some more employees, get an extra lab. It seems like everybody loved the body oils. They sold out like pretty fast, and yeah, we may do another one next year.
Yeah, okay. And I'm still waiting for the text for the Bonnie body wool. You know what I'm saying? For the Hoochie Daddy crew. All right.
Uh,
Yes,
this five gems. It might be battling Delmar for my fifth spot. I like this.
fifth.
I tied for three. I gave you three. I said it's a tie for three. You went to five. You asked me
You're
my
right.
top three,
You're right.
and I
You're
said
right.
I got a tie for three.
Fair
And I
enough.
just said so that would make this five. It was a tie for three
All right. All right. I
between
can
this
get
and Delmar. So I had to. It's nice though.
Yeah.
It's nice.
All right. So, Mike, we got All World in here, and he wants to know. Well, of course, he said no love for Ambar Dominicana, but I apologize. We got all the love in the world for Ambar Dominicana. I love that black, dark amber. All right.
Mhm.
Love the dark, spicy amber too. I don't know if it's really spicy, but it has some type
Oh
of,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh
and
yeah, for sure.
it's good. Yeah, it is definitely a good one. As it gets cooler, it will definitely come into my top three rotation. But right now, we're sitting at 97 degrees
Yeah.
in the day.
It,
I put them down skin.
it's a cold weather fragrance for sure.
Yeah,
It's like 110, 115 here in Arizona. And
yeah,
yeah, it's a little bit warm for that, but Ambar definitely in the winter for sure.
for sure. We got Raph in the chat. He wants to know what inspired the choice of names, particularly in Spanish.
Well, my family's Dominican. Um, so it's just family culture. It's just keeping it authentic and genuine to who we are. Me myself, I'm as white as the day is long. But I'm Dominican by marriage, right? So it's it's like my family, my mom comes over here and she brings my sister-in-law and my wife, and this is like the culture of the house. So a lot of these are just inspirations from memories that we have in our family culture and our family parties and that kind of thing. It's just who we are.
All right. So real quick, you were talking about Trace Ordos bias for recent creation. All right, but tell us about where did that name come from?
Tres
Of course,
Oros is actually Spanish for three golds.
right.
And I started off making a gourmand because we travel a lot for events. We'll be gone, and I've got a puppy here that is she's my babe, and I just need someone to stay here with her. So my mom comes over and she'll watch the dog while we're gone. And whenever we get back home, there'll be like a cake on the counter, and nobody says it out loud, but it's truly like my cake. Like she makes it for me, and it's a Dominican cake, so it's like vanilla cake, but when it comes out of the oven, she pours pineapple juice over the top of it while it's still warm, and the pineapple juice soaks down into the cake. And so later, when you have a slice of cake, it's like it's juicy with like pineapple juice. It's amazing. It's delicious. And I wanted to do something because it it smells like that make me happy. Like just thinking about it is making me hungry and happy right now. And so I wanted to do a gourmand fragrance, but I didn't want to do like a cupcake with caramel and marshmallow and because that's all been done like so many times. So I said, well, if I'm going to do a gourmand, I want it to be authentic to the things that I like that are around the house. So Tres Oros, the three golds are pineapple in the top and sweet plantains in the mid, and honey in the base. Those are the three golden things.
Okay, okay, all right. That's good. So that's one. All right. What was your second one?
My second one,
Because we were doing three. So you said Trace Ordos,
Desert Rain.
Desert
Uh,
Rain, which we'll get
yeah,
into in a second. We'll get into that a little later.
yeah.
All right, and then
Um, I don't know. Probably Royal Reflection now because of the heat. It's like so good when it gets hot, like that rose just pops, like it's very fresh, and
mhm.
that like burst of passion fruit, like right in the beginning, right in the opening. It's a good high heat wear. So I think those are probably the three I'm wearing most right now.
Okay, all right, cool, cool, cool. And just to address our guy World, All World, Alan was in my top five, just so you know. So we're good. We got you. All right. And we are definitely going to talk about Desert Rain in a second, man. I've heard a couple of people talk about it, but man, I want to hear from the perfumer's mouth, the inspiration and everything else that came from it, man. And the artist too, because I
Yeah.
like to find out about the artist, man. With the Royal Reflection. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and get to Royal Reflection, man, because
There
Okay.
it is.
yeah, because that fragrance right there is really nice.
It
Thank you.
is.
And tell us about the collabo between you and Megan Wood.
Yeah, Megan Woods is she's a vocalist. She's pretty new on the scene. She's a new artist. But she has this song that she produced her first single and it just started blowing up. Like it hit #1 on the Christian Billboard charts, and then it went into the top 10 for all genres. So for a while she was like outpacing like Drake and Lady Gaga. Like it was crazy. Then
Sir.
iTunes I
One second, Mike. One second, Mike. All right. This here is a winning YouTube, so we do not. We try our best not to mention Drake. All right.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. So iTunes released the single and it went to 40, like 41 countries. It went to #1 in 41 countries. Like she was just killing it. And the song is so it's called The Truth. And the idea of the song is like this is girl and she's saying like that everyone else is telling her about like her flaws and like how she's not good enough. But the lyrics are like, the truth is that I'm my father's child. Like I was created in the image of a perfect king. Like, and it's, if you listen to it one time, like it'll just bring tears to your eyes. Like, the truth just hits you so hard. And especially for me, because I've got a teenage daughter who still lives here in the house with me. And I worry all the time that she's going to see something on social media that like, brings her down, or she's going to start to think that like people are judging her based on her appearance or whatever. So like it's my prayer for her all the time that she understands that she's made in God's image, that she has a lot of value, and that she's the daughter of a king, you know?
Yeah.
And so Megan's people, they're actually niche fragrance fans. Like Megan's manager has a huge niche collection, and it turns out that he's got a bunch of day three stuff. And so he reached out and he said, we would love to do a fragrance that really tells this story of the truth. Like we want to do a fragrance for Megan, but we don't want it to be like a designer or like some trashy thing that she sells just at concerts to make money. Like he's like, I want to do a fragrance, like something quality. Would you be willing to work with Megan? And I had never thought of it before, but when I listened to the song, it just hit so deep. And I was like, yeah, I would love to tell this story. Because the big thing with day three, like we're getting this reputation for being able to take a story or a feeling and translate it into perfume. And I said, yeah, I want to do that with her song. And so we worked with Megan. Turns out she's like she's like one of the nicest people like I've ever met. Like she's super, super sweet. We're both from Massachusetts, so we had a bunch of things in common. And she wanted to do something like really timeless and classic. And I said, let's do a rose soliflor. Like let's make it mainly rose, but like the highest quality rose that we can do. And that's what we did. That's what we ended up with Royal Reflection.
Well, you did a great job, man. I'm telling you. And what made you choose? And that is passion fruit, right? The what made you choose passion fruit? Because I have my own thoughts, with the acidity of the fruit and the way, I love how acid fruits and acid things of acidic nature, how
Mhm.
they have an effect on rose and fragrances. But tell us what made you choose passion fruit of all the fruits, raspberry and everything else.
Yeah, it's funny because um, Megan, like for part of her research, she was looking into day three, and when we were talking about doing the fragrance for her, and she saw me do an interview. I It might have been with EQ, and I was just talking about like notes that like someday I wanted to tackle. And I was saying, well, I've never done a passion fruit, and I love passion fruit. And for whatever reason, like that hit her. She was like, yeah, passion fruit sounds so good. Like, so she was asking if I would do a passion fruit and rose. And I thought, well, that's perfect because being like a Dominican fragrance house, like one of our specialties is doing photorealistic, like tropical fruits.
Yeah.
And so passion fruit was like a great way to tie the day three culture into Megan's song and just sort of do something as a true collaboration. And
Yeah.
so and I think it came out with that freshness on top. I think it came out great.
Okay. Chrome, what'd you think of it? You said you gave it a wear the other day, right?
No, I wore it today. When I remember when I called you on the phone, I wore it when I went back at the house because I've been trying to get all of them in since you know your delivery status be a little late. So I've been trying to rush the speed. But what I enjoyed about it was one that was great for the wearer too. A lot of times, like you said, some people wearing for compliments, but it was just enjoyable for me as I was riding the car, moving it around, like I could imagine for other people. And you know, me and you kind of the same. I love Rose, so it was good to see something compliment Rose besides just oud or something dark like it's
Right.
been typically done. So that's what I kind of enjoyed. It was something to compliment the rose that wasn't heavy or something typical. Like I wouldn't have thought to put passion fruit with rose either. Usually, if it is, it'd be something like a passion fruit rose and oud or something dark to try to take away the brightness from the fruit and the rose. So I did enjoy the compliment of the fruit with the rose. And on the wearer for me, it was like it wasn't super heavy, but I could tell it was there. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's what I enjoyed. I'm like, then I kept moving around. It was wafting as I was doing the latter part of my day. So I enjoyed it. Like, only reason it probably wasn't higher, I haven't had it long enough to actually get it out and
Yeah.
move around with it for real, for real.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is with me too. Even though I put it up there, that's kind of it. But I like Rose. I love Rose. So that's why it and Alan were definitely in my top five.
Yeah,
But no, that yeah, Kroom's right. And with my rose collection, a lot of them tend to be like I said, there's a passion fruit, but then you've got lychee, you've got raspberry, and all of them tend to have that acidic natured fruit blend. But I think actually this is the first one I've had that had passion fruit, but it it really is good. Like honestly, I really enjoyed wearing it, and it's aromatic enough that that it does still pump off of the skin. It is a soft natured fragrance, kind of like Island, but is it Island or Island? Because I've heard so many people
Aelin.
say it's
A-
Island. Okay,
Aelin. Yeah.
okay, because I heard people say Island, and I'm just like, okay, am I getting it wrong? But it's a soft natured fragrance that really wears well. All right, and it's very uplifting. And I'm gonna tell you this: we had talked over the phone at one point, and you were telling me about Megan, and I went back and I listened to her song. I had to listen to it like probably about 10, 11 times in a row. But her song is very uplifting. And
Yeah.
so when I first wore it and I started listening to that song, I get it when she talks about I rise, and everything. And it really does coincide with the message that she's given on there. Now, I haven't heard anything else that she sings, I'll be honest with you. But I listened to that song because it was on your Instagram and whatnot. And that's kind of why I tagged it onto them. And it's very purposeful. It has great intent, a great feel to it, much like the
Mm.
fragrance that you created in her honor. And I just want to say, hey, on behalf of everybody else, hey, job well done, man, for real,
Thank you. Thank you.
for real. That was a beautiful song, a beautiful fragrance, and from what I could tell about Megan, she seems like a beautiful soul. All right,
She really is. She really is.
yeah, and man, I tell you what, but that is Royal Reflection, y'all. That is a rose banger, and it is Rose de Mai, right?
Rose de Mai. Yeah, we used an aged Rose de Mai,
Uh-huh.
and it's we featured it as the main note. So we didn't want anything else to get in the way because that rose is just so special. We wanted it to really shine. So really the heart, the full heart of the fragrance is all Rose de Mai.
Right, right.
And the name of the song is called The Truth
The truth.
by Megan Woods.
Yes, The Truth by Megan Woods, y'all. Check it out, man. It's a beautiful song.
Do that.
It's a beautiful voice. She really does. Very strong, commanding. She almost reminds me of a Christian. I might be stepping it because this lady, she has octaves. She is a beautiful singer. But she reminds me of a Christian version of Celine Dion.
Okay.
Might be stretching, but hey, I like the way she sings. So we'll put it there. All right. But again, get your nose on it. You do have them in the new sample sets, correct?
That's correct. Yeah. Yeah.
And as many of you have already been informed, buy the sample set, $45. You get to use that towards your future purchase of the full bottle, along with our discount, the SIP 15. I apologize. I always put that S on there, as so many of our chatters have chatted about. All right, but it is SIP 15. Get you 15% off of a full bottle.
You got to run that back, Turbo. You was too far from the mic. You in and out.
I do apologize. We do definitely get your nose on the sample set. $45 off of the full purchase, off a full bottle. But also use our code SIP15. It's still working, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Just make sure. Hey, still working. All right. Get 15% off of any full bottle, 50 mil or 100 mil. All right. Is it working on the special releases on this brand though?
Yeah, it works on everything.
There you go. There you go. I'll go ahead and see what I can do. I might have to apply that tonight. I'll apply it sometime this weekend. Picking up that Desiree. I've heard a lot about it. But speaking of, well, it's Christian, so we're not going to say devil. But speak of the new
Speak of the
project,
devil. Yeah.
Mike Desiree. First and
Yep.
foremost, we want to hear about the collabo, but tell us about the person in which the song or the perfume was crafted in honor of.
Yeah, so this is for Colton Dixon. And Colton really got famous from doing American Idol. Like he's one of the heartthrob American Idol guys who he didn't win, but like he went on to be probably more famous than the person who won that season. And
Mhm.
he's got a song called Build a Boat. And Build a Boat is like his smash hit single. And the idea of the song, like the inspiration for the song is he's just picturing like Noah, and Noah is in the middle of the desert. Noah has literally never seen rain before. And God tells Noah, build a boat. And like he was just telling me like, Mike, like I can't even imagine what that must be like to never have seen rain. You're in a desert and God tells you build a boat. Like what do you do, And so he's just talking about like obedience and faith and just knowing that God is going to come through. And this song, Build a Boat, is just beautiful. I highly recommend if you haven't heard it, just YouTube it or just check it out on Spotify. And the idea is like he says, "I will build a boat in the sand where they say it never rains." And Colton is a friend of ours, a friend of the family, and he's been wanting to do a fragrance for a while because he's a niche fanatic. Like he's a collector. He has like every amouage you can imagine. Like the dude's collection is like incredible, and he's been wanting his own fragrance for a while, but we've never felt really like ready. He asked us, he's like, "Hey, will you guys do my fragrance?" And at the time, we just didn't think we could handle it, honestly. And so we ended up doing the deal with Megan. And as soon as we signed the deal with Megan, I was like, my next call is Colton because when he finds out I'm doing a fragrance for somebody, he's gonna be mad at me, right? So
Flip
I
this
called
off.
up Colton. I told him I was like, it's time, like let's do a fragrance. And he said, I want it to smell like rain in the desert. And I was like,
Mm.
well, we can do that because we're based in Arizona. So like I'm like, I know exactly what desert rain smells like. Like we could definitely make it happen. And there were times where it would start to rain outside, or we would get like news that like, big chance of rain. And I would take everybody that's working at the lab and we would put everybody in cars and we would drive around the desert with our windows down, just talking about what it smelled like, what the sensations are, like how the air feels. And then we would come back and we would just brainstorm and collaborate. And man, he's so into the process. Like he wanted to be involved in every step. Like for him, this was thrill of a lifetime because he's so into niche fragrance. So we must have sent him like over 100 variations of like every accord, letting him say like, I like this, I don't like that. And when we got done, I when we got done, I showed it to a couple of people here in the lab, and they were both like, Mike, this is the best A3 fragrance that this is the one. And then we shared it with our retailers, and we shared it with four retailers, and three of them came back and said, this is going to be your flagship. Like this is going to be what Day 3 is known for. And Colton came out to shoot some content with us. He came out because he was on tour for a concert. No, he came out a week early, and I don't think I've ever seen anybody work harder. Like this guy was up at 5:30 in the morning shooting photos like in the desert. And you have to imagine it's like 117 degrees at the time. And he shot content with us outside till like 9 o'clock at night. And just absolutely amazing. The guy's work ethic is nonstop. Anyways, we couldn't be prouder of the fragrance. Like it just, man, it's so good. I genuinely cannot wait for the launch date because when people start getting their nose on it and then the word gets out, this is a good one.
Definitely, man. Real quick, I
Oh,
know that Petrichor Accord. There's been several fragrances that I particularly have a special love for because of that accord. One is that the Rain Essence by Bulgari has a petrichor accord. Now it's not as genuine. It is kind of leaves a little to be wanted. I do know that the House of Harmony by Trill, he has one called Yasuke, and it's a petrichor and wet dirt smell.
Mhm.
I really really love that, man. And it's I love the fact that it's different because not everybody does it. Not everybody can. That's a reward that's hard to come by. Not to mention the fact that you got it in there blended with sand.
Well, we don't actually have any sand. The sand accord is not. I have a sand accord and I
Oh,
use it in Del Mar, but it's not. But believe it or not, it's actually not in Desert Rain,
oh, it's not.
mm,
right?
Oh,
So we used juniper and sage to keep everything very aromatic. And in
okay.
the heart, there's papyrus and green tea. So it's like a fresh, uplifting, like very bright. And then in the base, there's sandalwood and leather and petrichor. And it comes out being very sweet. Because one of the things that we notice is like when we're running around outside in the rain, is everyone kind of agreed like the air is sweeter than you would think. Like, and we tried every combination of things to try to get that sweetness into the fragrance, but everything kept coming off smelling like sugar. And then when we added the leather, we tried a version with leather, and leather brought that sweetness exactly like what was in the air outside. So when you spray this on, like it's quite the experience. Like it feels very authentic.
Hmm. Definitely gonna have to pick up
that
at
sounds
least.
fire.
Well, yeah, man. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. I've heard nothing but good things from those who have, from the few that have actually openly reviewed it, that have gotten theirs. But man, it leaves me wondering, like, what all is wrapped up in that bottle, man.
Hey, Jens, I got a question for Michael real quick.
Please.
Michael, as a creator, do you find it easier to work better with a collaborator, active collaborative partner, or someone who just gives you like full creative control, just like do your thing and get back to me when it's the end product?
I think yeah, that's a great question. You would think it would be easier to work with somebody who was just like go do your thing. But the problem is I am very picky as an artist. And so when somebody gives me an inspiration, so like, you know, for Megan, the idea of something like classic and timeless that makes you feel like you're royalty. Like when you spray it on, you feel rich and you're reminded about who you are. And my mind didn't want to shut off until I found like exactly the combination to pull that together. And we came out with a lot of variations first that had sent off to Megan and that Megan had tried. That were all very good. That probably would have sold great. Like if you put it in a bottle and put it on the shelf, it would have sold. But then we decided like no, it's not there yet because it's not meeting the story, you know. I feel like people have a very good like BS alarm. Like their
Mhm.
BS radar is very, very good. If you tell somebody a story and you put out a perfume and the perfume does not match that story, that inspiration, or they can't see the connection, you,
Yeah.
people are not going to believe that's authentic and that's real. And we're too young of a company to put our reputation out there and just let it get trampled on. Like we can't put out trash right now because we're too new. Like people are
Mm,
finding us for the first time. So if I tell a story of like, hey, this is meant to show you that you are a child of God, and then you put it on, you're like, oh, it's just a fougere, like oh, it's just a citrus, like right away, people are going to be like, nah, I don't believe anything that guy says. So in both scenarios, we had like a really specific inspiration, and it took a long time. And it's funny because I think Megan was not as hands-on as Colton, because Colton was so educated about the niche fragrance process, whereas Megan was just about the feels. Like Megan knew what she wanted to feel from the fragrance, but ultimately both of them ended up being a long, long process. And I think it's mostly just because me, like I didn't want to stop until we like got it just right, you know?
Perfect.
Okay. Nice, nice. Real quick, let me go ahead and address the chat, man. Shout out to Emil Perez. He said, coming from the Dominican Republic, he said he loves your use of culture to create the beautiful scents.
Thank you.
Your use of their culture, their culture. Yeah. All right. We also got Carlton Kobe, or KB. I do apologize. What's going on, man? He said, good evening, gentlemen. Love the house. His favorite is downtown Bishop. My guy said he loves living in Cali because his fragrances get to him quick. Yeah, mine take a few days. And shout out to the lovely JoJo, who is always somewhat disrupting our chat one way or another. All right. But yeah, so man, so I really got to get my nose on that, man. You know, we were quite impressed with Alan when that came out. All
Yeah.
right. And of course, Royal Reflection definitely caught my attention. And now that it's here, I got the full bottle. That should tell you something. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a great creation. Definitely. You know, um, man, I can't wait to get Desert Rain. But Mike, you want to tell us what's next?
Yeah,
No
I
pressure.
have something. I have something coming.
All
Uh yeah. This is
right.
gonna be a good year for day three. So I don't know if any of the people in the chat are fans of oud at all, but um you don't want to say too much because I don't want to give things away. My wife is watching this chat. She's always yelling at me for giving away our secrets because every time I'm on a chat, I can't help myself. I spill all the beans.
Oh,
But
she's watching this. Would you hear
yeah,
her
I don't want to get in trouble.
like the mom off of Home Alone? Michael!
Yeah, that's exactly right. Hey, shut up! Stop giving away our secrets. But no, I've got an oud coming out, and it's gonna be special and it's gonna be different, and it's gonna be a natural oud. So not like an oud accord or like just a truckload of natural oud balanced in a really special way. For people who loved Midnight Whisper, this is gonna be for those people, for those fans.
Mike, also, I know you discontinued Midnight Whisper, but
Yeah.
got so much of the house. I was thinking about just using it as a collection piece. Is there any chance, since there's been some time since you discontinued, has there been any thought about perhaps doing a re-release, maybe a 24
No.
hour, 48-hour release?
No. No, the reason why we discontinued it is because IFRA was cracking down on one of the ingredients. They were limiting it,
Ah,
and
oh, that's right. That's right.
which IFRA can get difficult to work with sometimes. But if IFRA was cracking down on an ingredient, and we decided to discontinue it instead of reformulate. I don't like the idea of reformulating because it feels like lying to the customer, Like if you purchase a bottle or a sample and then you come back a couple months later and then you buy another bottle or a full bottle of it, you're expecting the same fragrance. I really don't feel like it's fair if I change around the formula and then call it the same thing. Uh, It just feels deceptive, And I didn't want to do that, so we discontinued it.
Yeah.
But really, what made Midnight Whisper special was the muscatcord because it's extremely expensive, beautiful muscatcord, and I'm going to be using that muscatcord in my winter release that's coming out. So it's going to be an oud-based fragrance, but it's going to have that Midnight Whisper musk in it, and well, I'll just wait. I mean, you have to smell it.
Okay. All right. Well, if you ever do change your mind, you can just call it another Midnight Whisper.
All right, so I'll write that one down.
Hey, hidden gems got hidden talents. You know what I'm saying? Name that gems. But anyway, let me go ahead and get back to the chat. We got Ralph here. He said, would you classify your brand as artisanal or as a niche independent brand?
And it's funny. I guess it's how dependent on how you want to use the words, like how you define each thing. This past year at Scent Explorer, we won best up and coming niche brand. So I mean, according to like Scent Explorer, we're a niche brand. But I mean, the definition of artisan is like when you're making everything yourself. And right now, we're still 100% artisan. So I formulate everything, and then we import all of the materials from all over the world. We compound it in one of our labs, and then we let it macerate and mature in a second lab. And we'll bottle everything up. We handwrite a thank you note, and we ship it direct to the customer. So when you get a bottle of Day 3 fragrances, nobody has ever touched it except for a member of our family. In fact, there's like little stickers on the top of the packages when you go to open them, and all of those stickers are initialed. Those
Yes.
are the initials of my family member who made your bottle for you.
Mm.
So, yeah, see right on the
Back here.
yeah, there it is. So,
It's in the
yeah,
way
I
whenever you
mean,
try to open it, but definitely.
technically we're still artisan. Some people consider us niche. I guess also technically we're independent because we're not owned by a conglomeration, so we're also indie. So I guess it's all in how you look at it. I think when some people say artisan, I think they just picture like some hippie is in his mom's basement, like with essential oils, like mixing things up. Like that's not us for sure. But yeah.
I will tell you this. My thoughts on artisanal fragrance houses is more so an artistic value. It's definitely like ultra niche, and these are like when you have a fragrance that is purposeful, very purposeful, which yours are. You know, giving you a taste of Dominican Republic and the Dominican culture, and so many of them. You know what I'm saying? And even with Royal Reflection, Desert Rain, and several of the upcoming ones, its value in relation to your faith and the faith of the people who are curating the fragrance with you. Um, they are definitely artisanal. But like you said, you are independent in that you're not owned. So I guess typically you will be able to wear both hats. You are definitely wearing both hats, and hey, Ralph, in that case, you call it what you want, but just make
Yep.
sure you stand with your chest and show some respect. That's Ralph. He's our Zerjoff guy. But yes, definitely nice. I love the fact that you're coming out with an oud fragrance. My boy Kroon loves that oud.
Oh, I'm been getting some. Look, I gotta apologize, Michael. I don't sample. I'm straight blind buying. So when you see my name, it's gonna be a
Okay.
full bottle.
It sounds dangerous, but all right.
I trust you. Look, that's what I got friends
I'm too
for. They
broke
gave me
for
my
that. Like I
samples.
can't buy
They
anything.
gave they gave me my samples. That's why I got my rich friends for like gyms and bald head virtue in the chat that's trying to buy something.
That's
He
fair.
keep now he about to bluff like he about to buy some 10 meals for you, but he really want a full bottle, but he ain't gonna tell the chat, Mike. So don't
Yeah,
that's why he trying to get you to say Apple Pay. He on the
yeah,
10 meal.
yeah, that 10
Uh,
plus 90 mil, you know. But shout out to Jason, man. You know, I know he probably want to be here, you know, since he did hold the set and we were high on him, man, for real.
Yeah.
But let me go ahead and get in here and get down here, man. We got Smell Goods in the building. What's going on, my man? He's
all
stopping by
right.
the boutique when he gets back in town. All
Very
right.
nice. Looking forward to that.
Our guy Deezer say he compared La Tacita to Danam Vietnamese coffee, and both nice. But that amaretto rum beats Danam by far.
Mhm.
La Tacita is beautiful off skin, man. Especially if your skin is anything like mine, where it just works better with darker fragrances, spicy, dark resinous fragrances, especially like if you got ouds and whatnot. Yeah, the that Ambar Dominicana and Philosophia, they are beautiful.
Thank
Now,
you.
explain to me this. Now, you said it was oud and whatnot. Now, I gotta ask: is this a when you say it's a natural oud? We talking about that dark stinky oud? Are we talking about something light aromatic like a white oud?
No, this is dark. It's deep. It's complex. It's really sexy. This is not a daytime wear. It's a nighttime wear. And this is oud. This is like there's no hiding this oud. I mean, I use a truckload. I wish I could. You want to see the color of the juice?
Hell yeah, show us.
You better hope your wife sleeps. I don't want you getting barked at now, Mike.
Be in the background, Michael.
That's
Oh, that's nice right there.
And
that's
it's
That's
diluted and
nice.
everything. That's not even the pure. That's diluted. And
yeah, I was
I
about to
mean,
say, because man, for it to get that shade, almost like a dark red
I know that look
cranberry,
like that's why I said that look like shit. That's nice right there.
and I've
dark
seen,
red what?
yeah,
Dark red what?
a dark,
That,
almost
that
cranberry
like
like,
cherry oak or something. That look nice right there.
yeah. Because I've seen some real oud. I've seen the thick syrupy one that's dark as molasses. I've seen the one that looks like syrup.
Mhm.
I forget which one that was. I think it was Indian oud has a syrupy look. It's not as dark, but the Cambodian oud is dark as your shirt.
Yeah,
And
this is Vietnamese steam distilled
okay,
and oud safi, which is a special kind of oud coming out of India.
okay, all right, yeah, man. Shout out to Jay Hicks and Habibi. You met Habib in Tennessee. He was
Oh,
out
okay, yeah, very cool. Yep, yep.
Yeah, he's always in the chat. That's our guy. Congratulations to him. Everybody put up hands together and put a ring in the chat. Our boy got hitched about a week or two ago, man.
Hey, all right. Yeah,
Hey,
congratulations,
Over there showing the love. All right. And then, of course, our guy, Sky Hicks, Jay,
Mr. Hicks.
he met you at Perfumology, I believe, in Philly. All right. And yeah, he loves day three.
It was
Um,
a pleasure meeting you. We
yeah.
love doing those events. It's my favorite thing to do. Like I like to go out and actually like look people in the eye and like actually shake their hand and like get to know the person, you know? It's different than interacting like through an email or social media. I love it.
Okay. And we got another question, man. Ralph keeps coming with some hitters for questions, man. I tell you what, he wants to know which niche perfume brand, if any, inspired you to become a self perfumer and create your own brand. That's a good
So
question.
I have a couple of brands that I really love. One of them is Parle-moi de Parfum out of France. Um, but I don't know. Yeah, I think I might have told you this story, but we weren't inspired by any brand to do fragrance house. I was a professional magician. I had like I had like a world title in close-up magic, and I would travel all over the world doing magic. And my wife was in the medical industry, and we were actually just praying about what God's plan was for our lives. And God just dropped this vision in our heart that we were going to start a fragrance company and which was weird to us. Like it wasn't on our radar. Like it wasn't something like, oh yeah, I've been thinking about this thing. Like I'm like start a fragrance company. Like what does that even mean? Like I don't. Anyways, we fast forward. We I developed a perfume, and we had only been in business for a couple of months, and I entered it into the world's largest perfume competition, the Art and Olfaction Awards, and we ended up winning that award. And that was sort of like a message to us like yes, I want you to do this, like yes, you're on the right track, like this is what I want. And so we just continue to just walk in faith, and we just do the best we can to do what God has called us to do.
Man, that's amazing.
is that
Great.
fragrance one you sell now, or was it just tested for the competition?
Yeah, La Tacita de Cafe
Yeah,
was
rocking
it
those.
won, yeah, it won our Art and Olfaction Award. And then last year La Tacita de Cafe won the Scent Explorer People's Choice Award for best debut fragrance.
And where was Alan? Alan won something. Didn't he?
Aylin was the official fragrance of Scent
Oh, it was
Explorer
just
last
okay.
year.
Yeah, and a lot of
Ain't
people were
fine.
raving about it. I was upset that I didn't get a chance to make it out there, but we will be there this year. Mike, are
Oh,
you going?
good. We'll be there. Yeah.
Great, great. So I'm dead serious, Mike, this time. Look, I told you my cousin stays out there. I forget the city, but we'll talk about it and everything. I'm going to make my way out there.
Okay.
I got so many places, you know what I'm saying? Traveling gyms is in effect at this point this year. All right. I got to make a trip back down to Florida. I got to go see Dedrick because I missed out on the opportunity. Got to go back to Tampa to visit Jason and them. Still got to make my way up there to see Chrome and Need. Got to go see my cousin in Arizona. Drop by and see y'all, and probably and I will end up going to visit my other cousin in Tennessee to go visit that boy Habibi and Kara and a couple of other people, man. But yeah, traveling gyms.
Oh wait, leave that picture up there. The May's nose. You got to leave that up there. All right, ready? All right.
There it is.
See, look, you
Hey,
get the
There
one
it
guy
is.
without glasses. Oh,
I
what
see.
are you doing?
I see
You
how
don't even
y'all
wear your
left me out.
shades.
I see the shades got to be my staple now.
Come on.
I'm gonna have to wear my glasses every episode, my shades.
All right, got you. I see how it is. All right. Don't forget, I invited you, Mike. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. All right.
Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. We came to talk about day 3.
Shout out to May though, man. Love May's content. Y'all go follow her on Instagram if you get a chance, man. May's knows.
Hey,
Ma-
Michael,
Yes.
when you create, do you aim to have like a signature smell of day 3, or do you want like all your fragrances to have their own wearing experience? Because for me
No.
personally, I mean, cut you off. Like what I enjoyed about the sample set, like I got something different for each one of them. Like I knew the
Yeah.
quality was all your same brand, but I enjoy each of one was a different experience. Like some brands,
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh, that's similar to another fragrance in that line. Like all these smell different. I don't know if it's just me, but like all of them gave me something different where I couldn't say, well, say let's smell like Island or Trace,
Mhm.
or everyone was different for my taste.
Yeah, I think that's because I'm creating as authentically as I can from certain memories or certain cultural experience. So when you're really like trying to create to get that inspiration and really nail it, you're going in a particular direction, and then I'll have like some other inspiration or something, so now I'm going in a different direction. So they all end up smelling different. I did one where it's like I wanted to remind people of walking through a shopping mall in the 90s.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then I saw a picture. My mom was showing me pictures of back in DR, and she shows me this picture of this little girl, and she's eating a mango, and she's holding a piece of chewed up sugar cane, and she's eating the mango over like a metal bucket, so like because the juice is falling. And I was like, I can smell this picture, because it's sugar cane and it's mango and it's outdoors. And I was like, who is that? And she said, oh, that's your wife. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. So she's explaining, like, yeah, this was when she was a little kid and she's in her grandmother's backyard. And, you pick a mango off the tree and you just eat it over a bucket. And like that was like another inspiration where it's like, all right, I want to smell the mango tree. I want to smell the mango. I want to smell the sugar cane, like all of that. And then turning it to a different inspiration. So yeah, all the fragrances end up smelling different because there was never really a point where I was like, oh, I have to put out a fragrance, and what I'm going to do, I'll do something that smells good. Like they're all inspired by something very particular, and so what you end up is a line of fragrances that each one has its own identity.
all right, all right. I will say this, Mike. I'm gonna go ahead and get to Ralph's question in a second. We'll say good point, Chrome. But there is a gentleman down here. I forget the name of the store. I will it'll find a picture. All right, but he's the guy that I was over there helping to sell. The guy that I sent you the video where the only fragrance that he had worn was Versace Eau Fraiche, and his wife or his girlfriend got a couple of fragrances, and she was trying to convince him to get one. Do you remember that video I sent you? And he ended up getting Downtown Deja Vu.
Hmm.
And yeah, but man, after he starts building it up, man, we love to get you down here. Love to get you down here, and that well, it's in Frisco technically, but it's DFW, because there's a pretty big market out here, and hey, somebody plays got it. And I think he has every single one of your fragrances for sale. I think
Wow.
he has, yeah, I think he has everything but the Desert Rain.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I would love to go down. Somebody was asking if I was going to be at
yeah,
events. There we go. Yeah, we'll be at Scent Explore.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, you can't be the honoree, the main feature the year before and not come back the year afterwards.
Mhm.
Seems kind of like you were using and abusing them, huh? But yeah, but he wanted to know if you were talking about any of the other ones, Penny Fragrance, Cans, or Dubai Beauty World. Have you ever
No, we're
considered going out
no,
there?
we're just sticking with the States for right now because that's where the majority of our customers are. We don't do any shipping overseas yet.
Mm,
Because we don't like it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to go, you know, traveling to places where we can't sell to.
yeah. Okay. Okay. I got our guy Jay Hicks is over here talking about he has three downtown deja vus.
Okay. Excellent.
I know he has three fragrances. He said so. I'm guessing those are all three. That's a damn shame. One fragrance, three bottles, and that's his collection. Well, I guess you have a fan.
That's a strong collection though.
It,
I
it,
mean,
it could be stronger. I'm gonna need you to do better, Jay. I'm gonna need you to do better. Sip 15, baby. Sip 15. All right. But yeah, man. But no, hey, look, Mike, as you said, man, it makes sense that you're staying over here too. You're still new, relatively new. You're not doing the shipping and whatnot, but it makes sense to kind of continue to strengthen and build your following out here as well.
mm,
And I mean, with the big things that you're doing with these Christian music artists, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you are hitting on a sector that's actually connected and we didn't even know. I mean, found out that one of the curators is a big niche. Well, actually, both of them, Megawood and what was the other guy's name?
Colton Dixon. Yeah.
Dixon was as well. I mean, you're believe it or not, you are touching base with a whole nother sector,
Right.
and not only are their fans niche perfume lovers, but for those who are not, you could be encouraging the addiction to other people, which could be an
Yeah.
accident or a devilish plan, brother.
Yeah. Yeah. Now it's exciting for us because a lot of these people are out here that are fans of Christian music, and it's a niche genre almost. Like a lot of the fans don't realize that there's a company is that kind of like shares their beliefs, that shares their morals and everything, that produces a luxury product. So it's like, oh, I love Colton Dixon and I love Megan Woods, and also I love niche fragrance, and then suddenly you find out like the two worlds are connected, and I think we're surprising a lot of people.
Oh yeah. But what do you say to those that might say that you are spreading the evil of addiction
That's true. It's
population?
so once the bug bites you, like yeah, especially with day three, like we track these numbers about like how many customers come back after buying a discovery set,
Uh-huh.
and it's like 76% of
Really?
our customers will come back and buy more than one bottle, and it's like it's such a compliment. uh it's one of the reasons why we love doing these discovery sets the way that we do. Like we actually don't even really like blind buys. We try to discourage it because we know that if someone buys a discovery set, you're going to smell all through the line, and you're probably going to fall in love with like three, four, or five fragrances. Like even if you were only planning on buying one, like another one is going to get your attention. And that's why we do the discovery sets like that. You know, we actually kind of don't want people to blind buy because we don't want people to buy based on notes, and then you get the fragrance and you're like, this one doesn't click with me. Like this one's not my we don't want to do that to you. Like we want you to fall in love with your fragrance and like use it every day, and then run around and tell everybody else like, yeah, I found day three and they're amazing. And that's only really going to happen if you try stuff on skin and fall in love with it and then buy a bottle. Do you know what I mean?
You see, only a man of God thinks like that. Only a man of God, because I tell you what, some of these businesses, boy, they be promoting that FOMO. They promote that fear of missing out so heavy. Boy, I tell you what. But you know what's funny? When you told people, what happened when you told people that you were discontinuing Midnight Whisper? How did it go?
It got crazy for a while. It got a little crazy. People still hit us up like, because they insist that we must have some hiding like somewhere, like we've got a secret stash of it or something. But
We know you do.
sorry, like we don't have any.
Mike,
I
we'll
got
talk
nothing.
about this.
I got Esteban wanted to know about the boutique, if it's open or if it's by appointment only. It's open right now. We were open just Saturdays and by appointment, like during the week. And we just hired somebody to come on full time who's going to be working the boutique. So the boutique's going to be open full time.
Man, that's wonderful. Mike, man, I'm so proud to consider you Sips and Sips fam, fragrance fam, and whatnot. Man, to see where you were when I was just a viewer of Ross's channel, to see how you've grown over these past 8 years that I see you, you know, and to have been a part of that journey for the past what year or two.
Yeah,
Someone,
2 years. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it is truly a blessing to see God's hand and His fingerprints all over your brain. Everything that's going on. Some might say it's only here, but I tell you what, there are a lot of brands that aren't growing at the rate that yours is, and for you to have these blessing of connections for these new fragrances and whatnot, a lot of people don't get these type of collaborations. I mean, and they may get people to buy them, but like I said, they're trusting to curate a fragrance just for them and their vision. That says something. That means that from what you've created from prior bottles, they must have really seen something special in that, and according to in the story that you told from those fragrances,
Mm.
man. So yeah, and look, I know my boy Kroom. I know he's just now for the most part getting his nose on it. But Kroom, man, I mean, you already gave us your three. Well, I'm curious. You know what? I'll give my assessment. Kroom, what would you put Day Three brand as far as an entire brand? Where would you put them?
Yeah.
Like far as far
On the
between what?
spot.
Like
Up there with your top brands, your top perfume brands.
I think he compete. I think Michael, honestly, I just say could compete with anybody. Like out this sample set, I literally could see at least like 4 to 5 bottles I could have in my collection, like
Mhm.
full bottles and that's the samples. It may be even more. Like as I keep sniffing them, like I just spray island on my hand. Like damn, I might need a bottle of that. So it's like it's just kind of like how we do music. Like if you got 20 songs on the album, at least 7 to 8 should be good
Mhm.
to have a good album. Like I do it kind of like music. Like you can't have a great brand and only have two good fragrances, even if they
Right.
knockouts.
True.
Like can you go up consistently, like far as numbers, quality, smell? Like Michael has something for every occasion, every type of person, floral, both genders. So the versatility of the brand, he can withstand with anybody. And the quality, like I would have to wear it more, of course, to speak towards performance, but just quality and smell, he could compete with anybody.
There you go. So
Thank
again,
you.
let me reiterate that question. You'll put them up there at top, but like, who would you pair them up with? Popular brands that most of the chat and other people would know. What would you? Who would
Like,
you?
Come on,
well,
come
I
on,
don't
man.
see.
I'm sitting right here. You have to wait till I'm gone to have
All
this
right, all right, all right,
conversation,
all right,
man.
Bobby. All right, all right, all right, all right. We'll wait. We'll wait. We'll wait until you leave, man. But yeah, but no, Mike, beautiful work, man. Hey,
Thank you.
definitely, definitely. Yes, these the boutique is in Arizona. What city is that again?
Yeah, it's in Queen Creek, Arizona. And if you just go to day3fragrances.com, like the address is up there, or just follow us at day3fragrances on Instagram. And that's a way that you can keep up with us. You'll find our address and our hours and all of that is on there.
Okay.
We are in fact collaborating with another artist, but I can't say who it is. Not yet.
I got a little
NDA.
insight on one of them, and this man already has several. He has several, including the two. So I got a little insight on one of them. I can't say. He didn't tell me. Got a little insight, so I got an educated guess. But man, hey, look, I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to the next creation. Now, let me ask you this, Mike. Do you have Desert Rain in the 10 mil? Is it
No,
available in the 10 mil? No.
no.
So you will have to purchase the 50 or the 100 mil at this point.
Yeah, for the artist collection, it's just going to be 50 mils.
Okay,
Okay.
there
Yeah.
you go. All right. Is Desert Rain going to be in the up? How long before you include that in the sample set?
August 2nd. So the day that it releases, we'll have it as part of the discovery set because we don't want anyone to have to like blind buy it just because they heard. Like we do want you to sample it. We're doing a pre-order right now where if you pre-order it, it'll come signed by Colton Dixon. So he autographed the first 100 bottles. And then yeah, once it launches on August 2nd, you can get it as part of the Discovery set. Now, we also understand that a lot of people have recently purchased the Discovery set, and now they don't want to purchase a whole nother Discovery set just to get this sample. So we'll end up putting samples up on the website for a short time where you can buy just that sample if you want. That way there it'll save you from having to buy the Discovery set. Because we know how people think, and if it was me, I wouldn't want to buy a whole other Discovery set. So we'll make that sample available. We'll definitely take care of people.
Okay, there you have it, y'all.
MVP. MVP.
Good. You remember that when I leave and you start talking about where day
Hey,
three ranks on your.
whenever you're ready for the retired football player collab, I'm your man.
All right. All right. That sounds good.
All right, Mike. We got one more question, then we'll go ahead and let you go, man. Because yeah, we're gonna have to wrap it up pretty soon. But we got another one from Raph, as usual, our guy. All right. He says, "Do you communicate? Do you communicate or have friendships with other American perfume brands such as like Imaginary Authors, Kerosene, or Rogue Perfumery?"
None of those guys. I'm really super introverted, believe it or not. Like if like I don't know, I'm just not a very social person. Like my favorite thing is just to be here in the lab with my dog, and that's it. But at various events, I've run across Zernell Gilly and Alex from RDZ,
Okay.
and those have become like friends of mine. Those are two extremely nice people, like genuinely, authentically good people. And yeah, we communicate all the time. Buy their stuff. Go visit RDZ, go visit Zernell, like just good stuff.
We're trying to get RDZ on. I bought like four. I bought a 4 pack of his samples fragrances, and they are really good. I loved because it's pretty much gone. Billy Blunt, I got to get a bottle, But we're trying to get him on. I reached out to him a couple of times. He was quick to respond at first, but I gotta try and reach out. And Cernell, definitely gotta talk to him. I was on that Black History week, with Mr. Cologne, his thing,
Mhm.
and Zernell was on there. But yeah, man, yeah, Zernell Gilly has some amazing creations. I keep hearing. I gotta go smell them. I still have not gotten my nose on one of them, not one. So definitely keep hearing stuff. I know my guy Kroom had a couple, right? Yeah, two, right?
Yep. I got three of them. I smell four of them.
Yeah. So definitely got to get him on here. So if you can, just send him a text and let him know.
He does all the music. He does techno and house, and he just released R&B.
And
And
that's perfect. That's right up our alley, Mike.
I just want to put this out into the universe. If he releases dancehall, I want to be the perfumer on dancehall. So just, I don't know. I'm just putting that out into the universe. So wherever that goes.
So you got like a Dominican dance hall
No,
fragrance, a
Jamaican
Jamaican. So you want to you want
dancehall.
to branch out. Okay,
I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there.
okay, Mike, you got a little beanie man in your creativity. I got you. Little buju man.
Be Little Buju Banton. Yeah, Beanie Man is like one of the greats. Dude, I could listen to dancehall every day. It's like my favorite genre of music.
You be burning?
Nah,
Oh, you don't
nah,
no no Shana Paul, Michael Paul.
no, no, nah, no.
But no, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, hey, Mike, I'm gonna go ahead and put you in the back, man. We appreciate you for being up here. May said that she'll be in Arizona in 10 days. She can't wait to see the store. Make sure you make an appointment if it's during the weekday.
Yes, please do, please do.
But yeah, we look forward to getting that little bit of content over there on Instagram. But Yeah, Mike. Hey, we'll be in touch.
You guys are awesome. This was a good time as usual because it's
You know
nice
what's
hanging out
funny?
with good people.
You and so many people always come on here, and one of the first things or the last things that you say is that, "Oh, I'm very introverted." But every time I get you on the phone, every time we get you on camera, we can't tell. You're like,
Oh, I don't know. I just feel awkward at like I can't be in social places. I feel awkward. I don't know. Is that weird?
no, but get over it because we're going to be a Scent Explorer, and we're going to be expecting you to act like you do on camera. All right,
All
so
right, sounds good.
I'm
Yeah,
not
sounds
going to
good.
let up. I'm going to be exactly who I am. So be ready.
All right.
All right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and put you in the back, and we're gonna go ahead and close out, man. All right.
All right. See you guys.
All right. All right, y'all. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, the servant of God, Michael Paul, man, perfumer and owner of Day Three Fragrances. Yeah, man. Hey, great time, man. It's such a blessing, like I said earlier, to be a part of his journey, to be up there always, when they come out with something new, to be considered in his Rolodex with Ross, I think EQ and whatnot, it's a blessing, man, because we really do appreciate his fragrances and all that he's done for perfumery, man. Great guy. Great guy, great brain. Chrome, what we got? What we got?
Good. What we got is some more good shit for y'all coming soon. That's what we got. But shout out to Michael, man. Great brand. I do enjoy the fragrances. Just kind of answer your question before we get off. I will put them amongst like Zernil Gidley, like Argos and Ormond Jane for me, like how I grow with the brand. They're not highly advertised, but it's something you have to find out about. Then you experience the quality. But somewhere in that realm, like the indie niche brand, that you just really have to appreciate the quality of the fragrances and the style of the fragrances, just for me. So like amongst that Argos, Ormond Jane, that Zernell Gillibrand, where you kind of grow with it, the indie niche houses where you're not gonna find them at the stores, but if you know, you know.
For me, I would actually, and that's a good comparison, especially for the independent indie niche. For me, definitely, I could do that as well. I agree with it, but I would even put up there for creativity and mainly for the fact that in every fragrance you get a sense of his culture, of the Dominican culture. I will put them up there with the likes of, not on the same level. I got a special place for Zerja. All right, and Amouage. But the way that they curate the spices that are particular to the Middle East, the way they do special blends for that, he really does a great job of giving culture specific blends to represent these fragrances from the Dominican Republic. I mean, he does a great job, you know. And I gotta give him love for that. I gotta shout him out for that for real. Great job, man. Yes,
Definitely
sir.
some heat. I'm be getting some bottles, bro.
Hey, when you do, you sip 15. That's all I'm saying. And no, we don't get a penny from it. You know what I'm saying? When we talk to them, that code was for you guys. All right. We don't get a penny. It's to save you 15%, but to also entice you to get your nose on some really great fragrances, man. For real. So with that being said, man, hey, let's go ahead and wrap it up, man. Hey, we appreciate y'all for coming out tonight, man. As usual, we know you could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with us on this Tuesday night. And for that, we are truly appreciative. Kroon, how you feeling
We
about
out.
tonight?
Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm ready for you to say that cool shit you and Jason be saying, and then we gonna get up out of here.
Let me go ahead and get to it. All right. Let every scent be a scent of inspiration, and every sip lead to a new discovery. Thank y'all for coming out.
Mic drop.
Until the next time, y'all have a blessed evening. Much love. Holla at y'all later.